Okay, good afternoon. I'm just awake from my nap. I needed to reset myself today because I was irritated this morning and I was triggered in my trauma and I was just impossible to settle down and feel calm. So, what happened was I got out of my routine because I needed to drive my daughter to school unexpectedly because she wasn't feeling well. She had an awards ceremony and got 3 awards, academic awards, last night, but she was up too late and she skipped supper. And all of these things contributed her feeling really not well this morning. So I drove her into school. But that took me out of my routine, you see, and routine is very important to me. And I don't know how important it is until I step outside of my routine. Um, So then I got home. I made a little side trip to the gardening center because I was out, and it's the first time that I have been out in a couple of weeks. And I got a few flowers for the front garden, so that was really positive and exciting. And but then when I got home, I had almost just missed, but I didn't miss an appointment that I had with the social worker. And of course, when the social worker comes over, it's a time, it's like it was time to review the file and everything for my eldest son. Um, and because we receive some services from the social services of our area. And it's never fun to sit down and say in front of your kid how much they are a burden and how difficult it is to live with them. Uh, Even when your kid is an adult and can not really understand what you're saying, but um, it's still hard for me to say it. And I have to advocate constantly because his priority on the getting a place to live in a group home, his priority is um, kind of low because the government wants to keep people with their natural families now. Except, um, like, I've been parenting since I was 18, and I am at the end of my tether. It's hard for me to admit, but it's time for him to move out of the house and be cared for by someone else for a few years while I recover my strength and um, my illusions of being a good parent, right? Because, of course, this is hitting me in my parenting identity really hard. Anyway, so then after she left, he was excited, but I had to calm him down and managed to do that. And then went out for my meditation, planted my flowers, and I did all those things, but I wasn't settled. I wasn't calm. So finally, I took a nap. That's what I needed. I just needed to reset myself. All right. So now I'm kind of reset, but I have work to do where I do have to find the vlog in which I talk about how difficult it is to be a disabled parent of a disabled adult and send that to them in hopes that it will advance our case somehow. And also, during the interview, um, I let slip that we will be taking a family vacation for 4 nights for the first time in 4 years. And of course, he overheard. So now he's stressing and anxious about that and has lots of questions and how that's going to fit into his summer schedule, which I haven't planned out yet. I mean, have planned it out and I'm pretty sure everything's going to work, but I'm not 100% sure because I haven't looked at the calendar and merged all of the events. So Now I'm stressed out because I have to do that work so that I can answer him honestly, so that he can have his anxieties assuaged. All right. Doesn't really sound so bad when I say it out loud. So it's really my problem with doing work and having to be accountable and doing work in time, in a time frame that is reasonable, while working with somebody else to accomplish a goal. So that's all that pervasive demand avoidance, pathological demand avoidance that's going on, that's been activated in me, which I have to work through because I am an adult and I don't have the luxury of not doing it. I just can't not do it. Although I will not do it for several days while I stress about doing it. Then I will do it. Okay, so that is it from me today. And tomorrow I'm not going to be posting anything. And I'm going to an interment of ashes um, for the person that I'm mourning right now. And but it'll be good because I'll be with my sister. And it'll be tiring because it'll be all day. And I will post on Friday and let you know how all that